Hey everyone, how are y'all doing? All right, let me find myself and let me get it shared. All right, let's see. I think every week I have to remind myself how to do it. All right, got it done. And make sure if you're joining in that you tell me that you're here. And I'm going to get all the comments loaded up. We'll see if I can fix the crookedness of the video here. I think I might be going the wrong way. Let's see. I think that'll be good enough. We'll just deal with it. Yes, hey Deb, I am feeling much better. I actually will say that I haven't ever really felt like horribly bad. Sorry, close your eyes if you get sick. I'm trying to get the camera to adjust. I haven't really felt bad, just been real congested, so I definitely do sound much better. And I went back to work for the first time today. I worked from home all last week, which was good. I actually got a lot done without phone calls, constantly without the phone ringing, so I did get a lot done. But I am now back in the office, so it was a very tiring day, but that's okay. I gotta work my way back up, right? So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and jump in really quick and go through everything. I just wanted to remind you that January is coming to an end pretty quickly. We're like a week and a couple days left of January. I cannot believe it. Hello 2022 and moving right along, right? Don't forget though that if you place a $50 order with me, you get the January tutorial bundle. There are 28 projects this month in this tutorial bundle, and they are awesome. And it's 28 different Stampin' Up! Demonstrators that have collaborated on this to put it together. The February bundle will start, I will mail those or email those out. It's actually a link because they're sometimes so large. That will start in January. So you have until the 31st to earn this one with a $50 purchase, or you can actually just purchase it outright for $20. And if you want that link, let me know and I can send it to you. Sorry, I may cough and have to take some sips of water as we go through. Right now during celebration, you can earn 2 free stamp sets for joining. My team is called the Stampin' Grace team. We actually all named it together. We kind of voted on a name and that's what we landed on. And I love my ladies. We do challenges. You do get my PDFs as well as this one free every month. I upload it all to our team page. There are prizes that are given away every month for sales and fun games and all that kind of stuff. So I really love what we do and we try to stay pretty active. So if you're interested in joining, let me know. Let's see. Bingo, February the 12th, Saturday, February the 12th at Murray's Neighborhood Grill. I can't say the other word because Facebook doesn't like it. I will be hosting a Stampin' Bingo. Cost is $45. There's a link in this description of this video that should give you the link to register. If not, let me know and I can email that to you. But the cost is $45 and you have until February the 4th to register for that. And I think I have 4 spots left, if I'm not mistaken, because I have to limit it with the amount of space that we have. So, oh, good, Sharon. You got your happy mail today? Good. I'm glad. The other thing is paper share. I do have that going on. I think I said last week I was running a little behind on getting it together, but I do have it, the price and all of that. So if you're interested in the paper share, this is what it comes to you like. They're all individually packed, and on each one, I label it with what it is. So like, and you'll also get a sampling of all of the celebrations. So that's what this is. But it tells you, with the, let me get one that is a regular one. So it'll tell you the name of it. It'll tell you the size that it comes in. And then it tells you the price and it gives you the number and what catalog. Then I also give you all of the colors that are in that paper so that you can coordinate, because obviously you don't have the full pack that has all that information on the back. So I do separate it like that. The cost for the paper share is $39. If you want to pick up or meet me, I can do it at the $39. If you want it shipped, I can do it for $39 plus $9, and that will get it shipped directly to your house. So let me know if you're interested in that, and I can send you the link for that registration. Okay, let's see. Club for this month. Club is using the Rainbow of Happiness bundle, and these are the cards for that. And then there is a 3D project as well, which is that right there. And with this, you get a bolt of the bumblebee ribbon. You'll also get a pack of the linen thread. You'll get these polished dots, which I love these. And then you'll also get 2 of the little, they're called sweet little boxes. So you'll get 2 of those, and it adds up to a little bit over $20 of products. You can also add the bundle on. The last day to register for that is February the 15th. And then I put it all together and mail it out to you by the 27th. Club is $39 a month. That includes shipping. So it's $39. You get right at $20 in products. Sometimes it's a little bit more. And you get all the cardstock in order to make your projects. So, oh, and this month you'll get a half a pack of the free celebration paper. So I've been hoarding it so that I can have that for club. Okay, I think the last thing I have is the Columbia class on February the 4th. No, February the 5th. It's the first Saturday of the month. I don't know. 5th, 4th. I'm pretty sure it's the 5th. And these are the cards that we're going to be making. So we're going to be using the nuts and bolts. And then this one is one of the celebration sets. And I did 2 different ones on that one. And then this is the last card. This is not my creation. I actually cased this and then changed it a little bit because I absolutely loved this card. So these will be the cards, and you'll make 6 total. It's $20 or free with a purchase. So if you want to do either of that, you can pay at the day of class. So, but I would love for you to come for that. We had a lot of fun in class, and that is it. So yay. All right. So I did want to show you before we get to the projects. This is the bundle that we're using today. Hello Beautiful, and then Beautiful Shapes. I absolutely loved this suite in the catalog. The paper is gorgeous. The embellishments. So you've got the embellishments that go with it. I'm going to find the paper. The paper, let me pull out the paper. So it has gold in it, and it is absolutely stunning. The colors are fantastic. And so it jumped out to me. And it does have sentiments in it, which the sentiments are really good in it as well. So this is one of the first sets that was in my cart when we were able to order. And I kind of started playing around with it and created a lot of stuff. So I have some extra projects that I will post on Facebook throughout this week. Hey, Verna. So just be on the lookout for some of these projects. This was a mystery stamping card. Yep, this one was a hot mess. This was a challenge and some training I took, so it was crazy, and I had to watch the video after they did the mystery posting. So Kathy, I had a you moment where you always tell me you want to see the project. I had to see this project before I could even put it together. I was I was stumped. So these are just some of those projects that I will post throughout this week so that you can get a good picture of that. And it'll only be on my Facebook page for these. But this one right here, I actually did a video. It's already done. It's even already uploaded to YouTube. I just have to make it go live. And there will be a blog post that comes out as well for this card right here. I thought this was very simple and yet elegant all at the same time. I loved it. So, so that has its own little post. All right, so let's do today's projects. We're going to start with this one. And I'm going to be honest with you. I like it, but I don't at the same time. And here's why. I think I would probably need some more time to play around with the whole window sheet thing. I don't like the inside. I don't like this part of it. So I probably would add just a full white sheet there so that you can see the window sheet, but it's got the white behind it. But we're not going to do that today. We're just going to leave it like it is, and I'll play around with it. And if I get it and tweak it and like it, then I'll repost a picture so you can see that. But I did, what was in my head is not necessarily what ended up being created, and sometimes that happens. So, but I do like the colors of this. So we're going to still do it because I decided that I wasn't going to redo it again. I was like, no way, no way. So we're going to get a window sheet. I already scored it because you have to score the window sheet, and I've already folded it and burnished it a good amount of times so that you guys didn't have to watch that long process. That was a little bit of a longer process to do that. And I've already die cut most of the pieces so that you don't have to watch me do all that as well. All right. I'm trying to get them off the cart and they don't want to come off. All right. And then we're going to do a little embossing. So I'm going to pull in all my embossing stuff as well. Okay. So let's do this. So we are going to take a piece of our DSP and we're just going to attach it to the bottom down here. And because we're using the window sheets, I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus. And I'm going to see with the clear if I can line it up. I'm actually going to pull in this just so I can see it a little bit better. All right, and be careful because once you get it stuck, sometimes it will stay stuck, which I have done now, right? Yep, All right, so we're gonna pretend I didn't mess up on that, but I didn't get it quite to the edge, and that's okay. All right, then we're gonna take this white piece right here, this basic white, and we're gonna adhere it to the inside, right over this top right here. And it's a little bit smaller, so it'll almost give it like a little bit of a border on the top and the bottom. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to attach to this piece as well. And I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and put adhesive on it like this. And then I'm going to open my card up. I'm going to place this exactly where this other white piece is. Just like that. I'm going to hold it, and then I'm just going to lay that back piece down on it. Okay? Now, I can trim off this piece right here so that it lines up with the rest of it, okay? And I did make it a little bit longer for that reason, because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't too short and too long and all that fun stuff. All right, there we go. I will say I probably will never do another window card. It was not nearly as fun or easy as I thought it was, but it is what it is, right? Okay, I'm going to trim off just right there really quick as well. I'm going to grab my trimmer. See if I can do it nicely there. There we go. Okay, got that. Now, we are going to take our ribbon, our gingham ribbon. We're going to wrap it around. And then we're just going to tie a bow right over here. I'm going to hold it so that maybe I can keep it from loosening up. And then there we go. All right. Make it just a touch bit smaller. And then we'll trim off those ends, make those tails nice and pretty. And then we'll start adhering our little pieces here. So we're going to take our Seal Plus and we're just going to adhere to the back. I'm going to pull this in so we can see. This is going to stick right about here. And then let's take this one. Nope, we need our smaller one. The smaller one. And this will adhere right about here. And then these two little pieces here. These are tiny little pieces, but they are fun. They are fun. All right, we'll tuck that in so you don't have that sticking out. And then we're just gonna adhere it right up underneath like that. And then we're gonna attach this one right up next to it, okay? And the next piece we wanna do is let's go ahead and do our large circle here. This is gonna stick up right about here. We're gonna stick our little smoky slate circle right about here. Okay, and then let's see. Let's stick this hexagon here. And I think I cut that one a little bit bigger, but it'll be all right. We're gonna do it flat up top. I did. Okay, this one and this one, we're gonna pop one up. All right, so let's stick this one right about here. And then we're gonna take a dimensional and pop the other one up. Right here. And of course, none of them will really look exactly the same. So you just got to do what you got to do. Hey, Miss Carol. All right. And then we're going to do these two pieces right here. And I'm going to do these with many dimensionals. I'm going to put them side by side. So 2 and 2. Like that. With all my little papers everywhere, I should totally take a picture after I get off alive so you can see what it looks like. We're going to stick this one here. We're going to adjust it, move it around a little bit. How about that? All right, and then stick this one here. Right there. Okay, so now the last thing I want to do is I want to take and put my sentiment onto this black piece of cardstock. And I'm going to take my embossing buddy. Now, Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell the embossing buddies, but they are everywhere. You can get them from Amazon or Joann's or Michael's or any place like that. So you just want to put a little bit on there so that it takes the oils off your finger. Black is definitely one you want to make sure you do that with, because it's like it sucks up all that oil. All right, from your fingers. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take some Versamark, and we're going to take our stamp and ink it up really good. And then we're just going to stamp it right here in the center, like that. And then it's going to be clear. And then how we will make it nice and white is we are going to stick it in some powder. We're going to stick it in our white embossing powder. And I'm literally just going to stick it up underneath the powder and then knock it off with my finger, just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to heat it up. And when I heat it up, it's going to be a little loud, so I'm going to do it off camera. So give me just a moment. I'm not going to get real close to the microphone. And it does take it a second to do it. Actually, I am going to show you, because that's always the best part, is to see it. See how it changes. Look at that. It's getting all shiny and pretty. All right. So that is the aftermath of it, which I think is so awesome. Okay, with the black, what I do, because I don't really want all that white showing on it, is I just kind of rub my finger over it once it's, you know, all set, and it'll take off some of that white powder that you've got on there. Then we're going to take this and we're going to pop it up. And I'm going to kind of space my dimensionals so that they'll go over that ribbon. All right, and then we will stick it right here. And ta-da, there is our first card. Different. And again, you may want to do something a little different if you don't like that part of the inside of the card. I mean, it does bother me, but I mean, it is a clear card. So you kind of have to sometimes take what you can get, right? I didn't want a background on it, but I may end up going to put a background on it. So anyway, first card, yay! All right, now our next two projects are not cards. They are fun little boxes. Y'all know how I like my 3D. So we're gonna take this box, we're gonna make this box right here. And this is what is inside. These are the little travel hand creams from Bath and Body Works. I currently have really dry hands and I probably really need to use it. But I was using these for the project, so I haven't put them in my bathroom so that I can use it every morning. But anyway, these are cute. They have all kinds of different ones too, but I really liked this and thought that the colors of it really went with this, this suite with the paper. So let's make it. I'm going to grab my cheat sheet because I need to remember the measurements. All right, let's see. Grab all my little pieces here. And again, I've done a lot of the die cutting already so that you don't have to watch me do that. All right, we're going to pull in the Simply scoring board. I love this board. And I'm going to pull my cheat sheet here so that I make sure I do the measurements right. So our card base is going to be, and there is a blog post for these projects. So all of the measurements and the score lines are on that blog post. And I will update the link to that blog post as soon as we get done with the video, okay? But it did post over on my blog at 6:30. Okay, so on the 7.5 side, we are going to score at let's see, 1, and we're going to score at 5 3/4. And then we are going to score at 6 3/4. Okay, then we're going to flip it, and on the 5-inch side, we're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1 1/2, 2 3/4, and 3 3/4. Okay, so we've got one little tiny section here, which is what you want. And then on this side, you are going to have 2 because we're going to close that box up. All right, so we're going to move this for now. And we're going to fold on all those score lines and give it a good burnish with our bone folder. And then one more right there. Then we're going to fold on the other ones just like this. All right, so now we're going to cut it, and I do have a little template to make sure that I cut it right. I did do this so that I make sure all my measurements are right. Okay, so we're going to cut down here. And what I'm doing is, you're going to notice that this score line here is raised. So I'm cutting on the outside of the score line, which would technically be on the inside of this one, but the outside of that one, if that makes sense. Then I'm going to come to this one and do the inside as well. I'm lefty. Okay, and then I'm just going to pull that, and it's going to create a small little division there, which is what I want, okay? All right, so then we're going to do that on all of these here. I didn't want to notch them in on the bottom because I want it to be a pretty square box on the bottom and not have the indentions, so it looks pretty. So this is what I figured out makes it look a little bit better. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to do this one right here. Okay, but then I'm going to come over here and cut this off at an angle. Okay, so I'm going to cut that whole tab off. I'm going to come up to this one on this side now, and I'm going to notch that in, and then I'm going to cut this entire thing off. Just like that. And see, I'm cutting off that score hump. All right. Then I want to literally take and cut all of these off right here across these 3 sections. I want to cut in just a touch on here. Okay, so I'm just going to cut in maybe, I don't know, it's not even 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch. Might be right at 1/4. Then I'm going to cut off that score hump. Okay, so there we go. Then we're going to go up and cut here, just like that. And we're going to do it on this side over here. And then let's cut that one. And on this one, we're going to cut that little score hump off. Okay? This piece is going to be completely removed. So we're just going to chop the whole thing off. And I'm not necessarily worried about it being straight, but that was pretty good. Okay, so there is our box configuration now. I want to, this is going to tuck into our box, so I just want to round the corners for it. Oops, oh, that was loud. So I'm going to take the detailed trio punch, and we're going to do the corner rounder part. We're going to stick it in, and then we're going to fold it, and I'm going to stick it in on that side. Okay, so there we go. Now, let me move my little cut off pieces and put them in the trash. Now we're going to take on this side, we're going to take and put some tear and tape. I'm going to just do it this way. flip the box over and make it easier for myself. Okay, we're gonna take that off. We're gonna flip it and fold it, okay? The reason I do this is that means that when I fold this part over, it's gonna line up perfectly. So it's gonna create a really cute box. All right, this is gonna be our front. So we're gonna put that down, tuck that piece in, just like that. Now I want this to face the back so that you can't see that line. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put adhesive right here, just a little bit, so that it will adhere to that bottom of the box, like that. And then we're gonna put some adhesive here, and I'm gonna do 2 little pieces there. Okay, all right, so there is our box. Now I wanna make sure that I've got my front here. Yep. All right, we're gonna take a piece of the DSP and attach it to the front. And make sure I get it on there straight. Whew, I got some shaky hands tonight. All right, there we go. All right, so make sure this is still on top. Yep. Now, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to attach the gold circle, and all these come from the die set. So all these pieces are right out of this die set. All right, so I'm just gonna attach it flat right onto the box. I'm gonna have it hang off just a little bit. Okay, then I'm gonna take this piece and I'm gonna pop it up. And because it's DSP, I'm gonna put 3 dimensionals on it. I mean, y'all know I'm obsessed with dimensionals anyway, but just to make sure. And then I'm going to attach it right over it like that. And I'm making sure that my dimensional isn't hanging off. It is a little bit, but that won't get caught on anything, okay? Then we're gonna stamp our sentiment in Night of Navy. Sorry, hold on 2 seconds. I'm gonna take a sip of water. All right. Much better, much better. Get some fluid in that throat. All right, so we're gonna ink up our sentiment here, and then we're gonna stamp it down, and it says, "Hello, beautiful." This part is going to be with the adhesive, and then I'm going to take my dimensional, and I'm actually gonna stick it onto my box because I want to make sure that it doesn't hang over, okay? So I'm going to stick it right there on the box. And then I'm going to stick my sentiment right over like that, okay? Then we're going to take the ribbon, which this is a combo pack. This comes with Blushing Bride and Misty Moonlight, and I absolutely love it. It's fantastic. We're going to tie a bow. It's really easy to tie a bow with too. And then we'll cut off the ends. I'm going to take a glue dot, and if I can find one, there we go. Take a glue dot. We're going to put it up above the Hello Beautiful, just like that. Then we're going to take those hexagons. We're going to take the Just Jade and the Blushing Bride. We're going to add a few of those on there. All right, so we're going to put a Blushing Bride right there. We're going to do a Just Jade here. Another Blushing Bride here. And one more tiny Blushing Bride right up there. Okay, so there we go. It's actually a quick and simple project, but now let's put our lotion in. So So then you'll just open it up and you'll stick that lotion right down in there, and it kind of goes in sideways, but that's so that it doesn't move around a whole lot. And then there you go. These would be great little favors to give to coworkers, or, you know, put in a, like a little birthday present or anything like that. So cute, cute, cute. There we go. Oh, I did put another big one right there. Let's do that. There we go. Now we match. All right, so let's do project number 3. And this one, I'm going to try to clean up just a touch real quick so I have some room. Okay. The next project is this one right here. And I love this one. I absolutely love the gold. It's, oh, thanks guys. This one holds a Bath and Body Works little hand sanitizer, which right now is perfect for everyone. And it just literally slides right in. And this is like a little belly band, and it can actually slide up and down, so you could even take that off if you wanted. But I am super in love with this one. All right, let me grab all the supplies for this one. And this one is, I'm going to be using the, I think it's called Ephora, Ephora. I don't know how to pronounce that. Who knows? But it's a little pack that has some goodies in it. I have never been able to say that word, so you know, it is what it is. But anyway, so this is we're going to use these to create our little extras on there. So we're going to cut some of those pieces up too. All right, so the first thing I need to do is I'm going to attach my DSP, and this is straight from our Abstract Beauty piece or pack. So I'm going to attach it to our vellum, okay? And again, the measurements for this are on the blog post. All right, so we're just going to put it in the center like this. There we go. And if it's not perfect, it's okay. All right, so now we've got those two pieces. We're going to pull in our Simply Scored again, and we're going to do some scoring. Now on this piece, typically I would score it on the top, but because this is gold, I'm going to score it on the back, okay? And we're going to score at, let's see, make sure this is the right piece. Yep. We're going to score it at 4.5 and 5.5. And I'm just lightly going back and forth on it. Not real hard because I don't want it to rip or tear through the paper. Okay, so we'll set that aside. Now we're going to put this in. And again, I'm going to do it on the back side because of the vellum. And on this one, we're going to score at 1/2 inch. And on this one, you're going to need to go back and forth over the DSP a couple times. And then we're going to do 2 1/4. And you can press a little bit harder on that DSP because that vellum is there. And then 3 1/4. Okay, and then the last one is going to be at 5. All right, so that should do it. And then let's put it together. And it's so simple, y'all. This is really very, very simple. All right, so we're gonna just fold on those score lines. With it being the gold foil, you don't even have to use your bone folder to give it a good crease. Not at all. All right, so then we're gonna put the top together like this. I'm going to pull in my Label Me Fancy, and you're gonna see this little dot right here. I'm gonna stick my gold foil in, And I'm going to pull it all the way up, okay, for right now to just start off with. I'm going to make sure that I've got it all centered and that I've got my pieces here together. And I'm literally going to take my hand, my finger, and I'm going to get it even with that edge, okay? Then I'm going to slowly punch out my dot, okay? So taking my finger and pushing it like this to get it level means that I'm not going to cut off the top here, and I'm only going to get that dot punch. All right, so if you need a hole in something, that you can do that, or you can do a crocodile, which I have, but I didn't want to pull out. The gold makes it so, I know, right, Deb? That, yes. I was, you know, we all hoard our foil paper. We all hoard it. But on this project, I had to. So I'm going to make a few, I've got a bunch of these little hand sanitizers. So I'm going to make a bunch for a craft fair that I have coming up. We're going to see if they sell. So usually I do pretty good with the hand sanitizer, especially lately. All right, so on our vellum, we're going to fold and we are going to give it a good crease. Don't press down too hard on the vellum because it might crack. So just on your DSP, you do need to give it a good burnish. And if the vellum cracks on it, it's okay because of, it'll be covered up. All right, so then we're gonna take and put some adhesive here. I'm gonna just run my Seal Plus right there. And we're going to, and I put it on the wrong side, guys, but that's okay. No one will really notice, right? And then we're just gonna technically this should have gone up underneath, so you should have put it on the front, but it is what it is. And then you're just gonna slide it right on up. We'll stick it in front of the top. There you go. And it will sit snug right down on it. Just like that. And then you'll stick your little hand sanitizer in. And there you go. All right, and then we're gonna take the, this is the Playful Pet combo pack. We're gonna take it and stick it through. And then we'll pull it around here and tie a cute little bow. And the thing is, again, nobody has to mess up the actual pretty project because of the fact that it can slide in and out right here. So that's always a huge plus. We like that. We like that a lot. Oops. All right, let me trim that one down just a little bit more. I cut a little too much off. All right, so there we go. Now, we're gonna take our little pack here and oh, y'all, I hoard all my paper too. Oh, I am trying to get better at it. I'm trying to get better about using it, but yeah, I definitely do hoard. I hoard way too much. I hoard all kinds of things Stampin' Up. Okay, so we are gonna take, let's see, I gotta find the pieces here. Here we go. Okay, so we want one of these right here. I'm just gonna pull it out. And then this piece is what is underneath here. And I'm gonna show you what that is. So I took this frame right here and then I cut off the piece to it, okay? So I tried to be, I'm trying to use all of it, all the different pieces. Okay, I'm gonna set that aside and we're gonna take, let's see, what else do I need? I need 2 of these. So I need that, little foliage. There we go. And then the next thing I need is this heart. We're gonna flip that heart over and it's gonna become white. So we're not gonna have all the fun colors on it, I know. And then we're gonna take this little pink heart right here. All right. And then we're gonna put all these pieces back over here so I don't lose them. on our heart, we're gonna take black memento. I got a new black memento and it is really tough to take the lid off of it. All right, and then we're gonna stamp thank you right there in the center, like that. Let me close that bad boy up. And then we're gonna take some adhesive and just kind of stick it right about here on our DSP. We're gonna stick this at an angle like that, right across. And then we're gonna stick another little bit of glue right there and stick that at an angle kind of in the opposite direction like that. Then we will take our heart, we're gonna pop it up with some dimensionals, and we're just gonna do 2 right there in the center. And we're gonna stick our heart right up over. We're gonna take a glue dot and put this up underneath that heart. I'll stick it up as far as it'll go. Press it down. Do the other one. Just like that. And then we're going to take a mini dimensional, put it on the back of our heart. And stick it right down here underneath the thank you. And that is the last project for today. And again, it's another quick and easy one. So if you needed to do favors or, you know, again, for coworkers or whatever, these are great little things to do. You could change the sentiment to anything you wanted. So, all right, let me show you all the projects. Thank you for dealing with my sniffles and my coughing. I really appreciate that. All right, so there we go. And again, thank you very much. I will get these, I'll get the video uploaded, and I will, in the description of this video, I will link that blog post so that you can go there. And I hope you guys have a great evening. Don't forget about bingo. You want to make sure you get registered as soon as possible for this, because there's not that many spots left. I will just say, again, cost is $45. You do 6 rounds of bingo. There are prizes, appetizers. You do 4 make and takes, and I can show you a sneak peek of the make and takes. Well, 3. I still have 1 more to design, but these are a sneak peek of the bingo projects. I might be in love with them. So again, if you're interested in that, let me know and I will send you the registration link for that. So there's also an ordering special, and everybody gets a gift in your little goodie bag. So make sure that if you are interested that you get signed up for that. And I will see you guys next week. Have a great one. Bye.